with you right now.
So the truth, I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you.
How can us know?
Yeah. Hold up. I mean, that's one way to start off the podcast. But I told you guys where we were going to go. I told you guys where I was going to go this weekend. I told you guys where we were going to go. I shouldn't say weekend because it was during the week. But you guys already knew where I was going to go this week. I told you guys. I said if I get these fucking tickets, I was going to end up going without a doubt. You already know where we're going today. You already know. You already know what we did this week. You already know what the fuck we did this week. Yeah. Welcome back. But tonight you're mine. I pay you in cash, baby. You just pay your mind. Tell me you love me, baby, and tell me. This is episode. What fucking episode? Are we episode 30 already? At the South Beach. No, hold on. No. We gotta switch the tempo. No, what the hell? Man, play the fucking song. There we go. Fuck. Are you kidding me? Don't ruin my fucking vibe. Hold up. Is this episode 30 already? This is crazy. It's episode 30. Yeah, we're episode 30. You got some vacation time. You wanna bounce down too bad mine. Just in case y'all wondering if the concert was fire and if y'all should go to Party Next Door, it's automatic, yes. That's not even without question. Girl, you're not nice, you're rude. I mean to feel like I'm new. I mean to watch you do you. Darn girl, you look so nice, being not nice, you're rude. Alright, we're doing two more. We gotta do the classes. Now I will say this is episode 30 of the Jovany Ventura Show. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for being here. Now, I know you guys are like, yo, what the fuck is the visual? I know, I got you. I promise you, like without a doubt, with the episode 50, because we did 30 already, shout out to y'all for keep listening. On the 50th one, I'm going to go all out. So there's no way in hell, you guys, like, if you guys understand the situation I was in right now, it's kind of fucked up, but I guarantee you, by episode 50, I will definitely, like, there's no without question, that episode will definitely be on video, on YouTube, so you guys know what to do. Jovany Ventura once again. Socials, Ventura _Jovany. That's VENTURA_JOVANY. Yeah. I'm loyal. I got money on me. I'm loyal. I got money in my pocket. I'm loyal. Obviously, the first time to be Party Next Door, but I will say this is one of the best experiences I had in my life. Not just because of Party itself, because I think it's one of my favorite artists, because of the people that were surrounding me that day, or especially that night, and I've always been a Drake fan, and I've been obviously any fan I am. I'm gonna go to the concert, but you know when certain things just will always stick in your memory for the rest of your life. That's what that was. Going to Party Next Door concert. True, you're a star in my head. Is it true? And the thing is, what I will say about the Party Next Door is that obviously you guys don't know I'm from the West Coast. We're staying in California, staying in LA. It was at the Hollywood Palladium. I don't know if it's called Palladium, what the fuck it's called. But it was funny because I was talking with my barber, Dion. He was supposed to go, but again, shout out to Dion. I'll get to that story more later. But I was like, you know, what the hell's gonna, like, I was really excited about it. And I was like, man, I was like, not disappointed, but like I'm a huge Party fan. But you also know you're a Party fan. Like, if you're a Party fan, you know other Party fans. But it's not like a Drake, a Travis, or even like The Weeknd where like, it's a stadium or even an arena tour. But me and my barber friend Dion were talking about like, yo, would you want to see him in at the Forum instead? And I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, maybe. But I'm like, I don't know, it's going to be an intimate crowd. And me being the first time seeing, I think it would be better. And ironically, I was right. I think I never would have changed. If I had a different opinion then, I would have changed it. Because without a doubt, I think the best experience I could have with part of the fact that it was at the Hollywood Palladium, whatever it's called. It was just amazing. Like, it was beyond amazing. And, you know, I'm put the last song before we start this podcast off. Because I want to get straight into it. Hold up, what? Are they not playing this one? No, hell no. Oh, no, hell, kiss my ass. I'm not doing that. No. We're not doing that. No. Wednesday. There you go. See, it's already there. It's already for me. But what I was saying is, like, without a doubt, I'm like, yes, this is for sure going to be a moment where, like, I want this to be this type of shit where it's like, I want it in this environment. Because sometimes you're like, it might not be in that environment, you know? Sometimes it's like you rather have the arena tour, which is fine, but I think for party, it was way better to do it this way. I wouldn't want to see him any other way now. Like that's how great it was. I think that's how great the crowd was. The energy was high. I would say this was the second best energy I've had from a crowd. First was always Travis. I always tell you guys that. It was better than Drake's. I would definitely take this over Drake's crowd. Been a what?
Been a minute since we slept together. Gotta get myself together. I've been thinking about everything. I don't know if it's because I'm lonely.
Lonely what? I want to hear you guys. If you're at work, tell the person next to you you're sorry. Turn the volume down. If you're in your car, blast the shit as high as you can. If you're on the fucking 405 when you're fucking stressed as fuck because of the traffic, just blast the shit up. 'Cause I'm lonely. And if you're at nighttime, just maybe drinking and driving, you know what I'm saying? Not drinking, I said drinking. Drinking and driving. Or maybe you in that memory, you just wanted to let go of some shit. Put your lighter up, move it side to side, and just play this song in the background.
Feel lonely when I'm lonely.
This is called ASMR, but Johnny Ventura style with music for the vibes. We curate them over here. We take time over here. At the end of the day, man, you gotta live life. And I hope you are as well. And obviously, this second verse hits home. Because there's nothing worse when you're with somebody, but it's not working out, and then she decides to go with somebody else. But she know damn well that person will always be yours. Come on, party. Tell me how it is.
You spent your summers in Miami. Somebody's eyes.
That you what?
That you didn't buy. You're young, I have fun, girl, but I'm supposed to there. 'Cause fuck it, I'm not here to judge.
Never. We're never judging.
Fuck it, I'm not here.
I'm not here to love. I'm too broken.
Fuck it, I'm just glad you called. Ring, 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 what I think. Ring, ring, ring.
Oh my lord. No, like I don't even understand. Like I don't understand how you cannot be a party fan. Oh man. He said mix a little Remy, mix a little Handy because I'm lonely. No, fam, stop. Like I don't even know. Like I can't even introduce this podcast any better than that. Like it's just Party's that guy. If you never listen to party music, listen to it. If you have, well then, you know what fucking time it is. This isn't a fucking well maybe you know this and that. No, you know what time it is. That's it though. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. Should I do one more? I don't know, man. I want to do one more. I don't want to do one more because at the same time it's like you know what, gotta create the vibes. But I'm like you know what, and honestly, by the way, all the songs I'm playing, he performs. I'm purposely doing that because I feel like I would have paid like there was a couple of songs where I was like, damn, you know, like as a party fan, you want him to perform. But I'm like, I'm purposely playing only the songs that he did perform because like that, I think like they guys know what songs he did, like a little tease of it, and why you guys should probably go see him. But you know what, I'm gonna do one last one because he did this song. I was surprised he did this song, and I'm surprised he only did this verse for this song. Hold on. What the hell? No. We're not doing that. You gotta pause this shit. No. We gotta do this correctly. No. November, December. Come on, party.
Ask some other guys in the city what happened. LOL gang, we the last ones laughing. Are you jacking them or jacking us? When you ride around the six, girl, are you slapping them or slapping us? I know the answer.
Where are we going?
I'll take you farther than Mexico. You still got niggas hard pressed to you though. I know you shorty a 10, but not the messy hoe.
I'll tell you right now.
You standing tall like the stars, mango.
A dream of mine would be playing this type of music, not in Mexico, but in Turks and Caicos, in a tropical place, with a beautiful girl next to me, with a drink in my hand, with the fucking view of the beach, with the fucking sand hitting my toes, and playing this type. Oh my.
You're too down with the gang, yeah. You're one of my members. They see it coming around in a realest way. Not a most getting friendly.
Oh,
you're too down with the.
You're too down with the gang, yeah. with the gang. And shout out to Drake. We're gonna talk about Drake today too. Not only because of the songs he dropped with Camila Cabello, it's not because her name, but because of the Rick Ross shit. We got a lot of topics today. We got Party. We got the Drake thing. The altercation, the 2 new songs. We got the EUROCUP. We got House of Dragons episode 2 and 3. I don't know what else we got. Just a tease, you know what I'm saying?
Going deeper inside, my feelings can't subside. These walls are so thin. You gon' wake up the old east side, girl. Feel like I'm by, cause
that's crazy, Drake. I'm not buying.
All jokes aside, you gon' wake up the old east side.
Yeah.
Wake up the whole east side. Coming from Jerome B-side. On the road going 80.
I live like 40 minutes from you. That 6 drive is crazy.
You used to
Jack the other side. That wasn't against me. Not at all. Nah, hell no. Never gang it. No, honestly, dude, like I don't even know. Like, how do you not? Like, how do you? That's it. Like, that was the last of the intro. That was it. I'm sorry, guys. I had to get my shit off. Once again, welcome to episode 30 of the Joint Ventura Show. Glad you guys are here with us. Another week, another episode. This is the week of 4th of July. So I will be dropping this episode on 4th of July, so you guys can go watch the thing. I know most of you guys not be working, so I want you guys to get a little, treat. And yeah, it's dropping on 4th of July. It's just that simple. Also, I'm glad you guys are here with us. Once upon me. And yeah, so I mean, how else can I not start off? I'm doing that badass intro. Actually, I think it's one of my best intros. Obviously, I got to start off with the PartyNextDoor concert, right? That's exactly what it was. So, once again, it was at the Hollywood. Actually, I keep looking it up. I need to just say it because I'm gonna feel like an asshole just not knowing what the fuck it is. So let's see. Let me see. Hollywood Palladium. Okay, got you. Hollywood Palladium. So that's where it was. I was supposed to go with 4 people in total. Dion was one of them. You guys know who Dion is, right? Because I talked about him before. The thing was, Dion, at the last second, I think the concert was at 7. Yeah. The doors open at 7, right? And normally, I don't really care about like the actual time because I always feel like people, like, I don't know how, maybe in California that's the thing, but like over here, no one ever comes out at the exact time, right? If it's at 8, they come out at 9, 9:30, or even sometimes 10. If it's 7, etc., right? I think at least like whatever time they give, I always put like an extra hour, at least an extra hour. So obviously that's what was going on, and I was like, okay, cool. So around 3ish, Dion hits me up, and he's like, "Yo, I won't be able to go anymore. My daughter's went into labor." Shout out to Dion. I was like, "Well, first of all, congratulations. Like, obviously, I want you to go to the concert, but I mean, priorities would be your grandson." So I said, "Congratulations," and obviously. He's like, "Yeah, man, it sucks," but I'm like, "No, man, don't worry about it. I'll worry about the ticket." I tried to get somebody to buy the ticket, but it was too late. Like, it was only like 2 hours before the concert. But then I did feel bad, not because of like him not going. It's because like I know Dion, and I know Dion like likes a certain type of like vibe with the crowd and like the music. It's the same thing I told you about the Russ concert, right? The last episode. The Russ concert was great, but the crowd was a problem. I never once bitched about. I never once ever bitched about what's it called? About I never once bitched about Jesus, what I'm trying to say. I never once bitched about oh yeah, the Russ himself, the sound, the visuals, none of that. I actually applauded him, but the crowd was a problem. And before the concert even started, like, you know, you're just in the venue, the DJ was playing like Sexy Red, and it was going crazy. They're playing Get It Sexy. The crowd was chanting. A lot of crowd was twerking. So I knew that. I recorded. I sent it to Dion. And he's like, "Wow, that's fire." I'm like, "I know. Like, I know Dion would have had a great time." But once again, shout out to Dion's grandson. His name is I shouldn't say his name because that's personal information. But badass name, by the way. Dion, just letting you know that. But yeah, so he ended up going. So it was just 3 of us. It was going to be 4 with Dion, but he couldn't go. So it was 3 of us. And it was an experience where I was like, man, I knew it was going to be a moment for me, if that makes sense. Like, I knew already, right? I knew it was going to be a moment for me because it was... Not only is Party one of my favorite artists, but it was the first time seeing him. It was Party. It was something I was going to remember for the rest of my life. So I wanted like the best vibes possible and the best surrounding people possible. Does that make sense? So I'm like, I was getting like check marks. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I might be weird in this. I don't know if you guys are the same. I'm the type of person where like before a concert, even though I'm excited, I'm very like quiet, very like mellow, very like chill, right? I'm talking about before, like say you're driving. I know a lot of people like, oh, let's go get a buzz ball. Oh, let's go do this. Oh, let's go like you know, you start prepping, right, or whatever it is. Like I was when I'm changing, I'm putting music. I'm getting ready to get ready. I'm excited, obviously. Well, what the fuck is Party Next Door? Of course I'm excited. But it's like almost like a temperament type of thing where I'm like, okay, like cool, this is cool, whatever, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm just like, okay, get my shit together. I'm like, okay, I got my this, where the tickets, boom. Oh my God, I need to tell you about that. Oh my God, I need to tell you about that. Pause for a second. Okay, I don't know what the fuck was going on with Ticketmaster. Like, I don't know what the fuck was going on with Ticketmaster. But like, you know when you open the app? So I open the app, right? I go to my events. Tell me why. So let's say I think a concert was Wednesday or Tuesday. I don't know, whatever, Tuesday, Wednesday. But let's just say the day before at night. So at night, let's say like it was on Wednesday. On Tuesday night, I open the app. I'm signed into my account. The tickets aren't there. Yo, when I tell you I was like my heart sank, and this has never happened before. Like I've done this, I've bought many tickets before, never happened before, right? Cool. I close the app. I sign out. I sign back in. Tickets still not there. Then I go to the app. I'm like, maybe there's an update. It wasn't an update. I literally take off the app, put back the app on, sign out again, sign in again, nothing. And I was like, yo, fam, what? And the thing is, I had it on Ticketmaster. Like, I never transferred them to my wallet. Even then, I don't even know. You guys should probably tell me. Like, I don't know if you transfer it once you're in your wallet, it doesn't matter if they don't appear on the Ticketmaster as long as you have it in your wallet on your iPhone. But either ways, I was so fucking paranoid. I'm like, what the fuck? I started like googling shit. I was like, what the fuck? What if this happens? What do you do? Because remember on the Ticketmaster when you pick up the barcode, it legit says screenshots won't let you go in. Like they says that like screenshots are not allowed. So it doesn't matter if you have a screenshot of it, you wouldn't be able to go in. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I was already tripping. I was like, fuck, man. And really, like, I think it was, let's see, the concert was at 7. I was getting ready. I think, like, right before Dion texted me, because Dion texted me around 3, maybe like around 2:30, they came back up. And as soon as they came back up, like, I was constantly checking. And mind you, from the night before to, like, the way I woke up in the morning, I was just paranoid. Like, what the fuck? And I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody we were going to go in with, like, oh, this is what happened. Because I didn't want them to start worrying. And then, you know, kind of have to just, like, you got to figure shit out, some shit on your own sometimes. So I was doing that. I'm all right, cool, fuck it. I guess I'll try to figure this shit out. But it was just pissing me off. And then on Google, we're just saying, yeah, something that happens. Like, they're just like, Ticketmaster has like those weird ass moments. And I'm like, what the fuck? So that was kind of fucking annoying and scary. Because I'm like, I am not going to not see Party, right? And I was getting to the point, I was checking my bank statements. I'm like, I know I paid for them. And they weren't resells. You know, if it was a resale, you got to do certain steps to get the ticket. No, they weren't resells. They were just my tickets. So I'm like, hold on, I'm going to my bank account. My money was out there. So I'm like, hey, man, I was legit going to go in front of the office. I'm going to be like, yo, I paid for this shit. Here's my statement. Like, I was just thinking every scenario possible. Good thing is they came up. So I was happy. I'm like, oh, thank God. Now, going back to the story. Where was I? I think I was telling you guys that I was like, oh, yeah. So I was getting ready. And then I was going to drive. So then I was like, cool. So I'm like in the car, right? Everyone's just like, you know, kind of like talking stuff. And I'm not talking at all. And people are just kind of looking at me like, hey, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. It's just that, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I do like, even when like I went to the Drake one, the Drake and Migos one was for sure one that people like legit kept asking me. Because when it was Drake and Migos, I was very quiet. Then even when Migos came out, I was at the concert, I was like, very quiet, right? And people were like, well, why aren't you like that? I'm like, no, I can't. Because I already knew once Drake came out, I wasn't going to sit. And all that energy, I was going to just like, you know, like sing. Like, I think I lost my voice. I didn't lose my voice for the Scorpion tour, but for the It's All a Blur tour, I did. I legit lost my voice. Like, I legit lost my voice. That's not even without question. So, awesome. So, I do that. Like, I get in the fucking, I get in the, what's it called in the, I get in the car. I'm driving. Chill, mellow music. But even then, like, I don't even want hype up music. Once again, I know this is weird and you guys are different, but this is just the way I always done things, right? Because once I'm there, I turn the fuck up. And it's weird because you're like, what the fuck? Like, you were just so quiet yesterday. Or just so quiet this couple of minutes ago, right? So I get it. It does come off kind of weird. But the funny thing was, so we got there like around literally like I want to say like 7:05. But you're like, damn, you got there late. No. So the irony was, even though it was 7:05 when we got there and the concert opened, like the doors opened at 7, there was a huge long ass line. Like no one, like they weren't letting anybody in. So I'm all perfect. We're gonna go get parking. Parking was a little bit kind of a bitch because you know when you sometimes, man, I don't know what the fuck is. I don't know if it's my GPS or that's GPS in general. It's fucking annoying. So since I was in the GPS and I was like, all right, cool. I'm trying to find parking and I'm like, I'll just go here and we got there, right? So we find parking, and then by the time we finally get to the line was finally starting to move. I'm like, all right, good. So now we're finally letting people in. But honestly, I think it was a smooth ride. There was no complications. It was only one entry. Literally only one. Like it was one long ass line. You know how like when you go to I explained if you've ever been to Hollywood or even to a arena. So arena is many different ways to get in, right? To the front, to the sides, to the back. So there's so many different entries because there's so many people coming in. Venues like that is really just like one long ass line that comes like creeps around the whole block type of thing, like from the entrance to goes all the way around. And then like it was a very small like zigzaggy thing. It wasn't like a lot of zigzags. It was maybe like 5 zigzags. Like, you know, when everybody zigzags, you go like left, right, like that. Then it was simple. Then after that, it was just, okay, 5 zigzags. Then it was like, you got a bag, go to the right. You don't got a bag, go to the left. Cool. Obviously, I didn't have a bag. I went to the left. We went to the left. One of the friends did go to the right because she had a bag, and she went that way. And then after that, it was just like, all right, you have any medals, yada, yada, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, cool. They go to the trader. What the fuck? Trader. The fucking, I don't know. What, you know that thing you go through where you go to like any fucking theme park and try to check if any like fucking, if you have any like any medals or whatever. Cool. Went through that. After that, boom, entrance right there. You just right there. Like doing so. Once you pass that, just walk straight to the front, which is like it wasn't even a big ass crowd. You just go in and then you do the what's it called? Then you just scan your tickets. That was it. And then we scan your tickets. But the thing was, I was quiet throughout this whole time. As soon as they scanned the tickets and I walked inside of the Hollywood little the venue, that was it. That was it. Like everything changed. Because as soon as you walk in, it was like there was a bar right there. There was merch to the left. You already know me. I always like to do what you guys already know. It's first, go find your seats. After your seats, merch, bar. This time, I'm gonna lie to you, I did end up not doing the seats first, only because when I'm telling you, like, there's only one entrance. But as soon as you walk in, the bar straight to the right, there's 3 security guards. Like after you pass the tickets, there's 3 security saying, are you 21? If you want to drink, you need a wristband, right? I'm like, yo, I'm 21, show me ID, boom, boom, checked it, I got my wristband, cool. The merch line wasn't that long. It was like I think in total maybe take like 10, 15 minutes, and y'all know in a concert that's like unheard of, right? But I was already feeling it, and I was already happy as fuck. So I'm like, I'm gonna get a drink. So at first I'm like, I'm gonna get a drink, and then I was like, I asked them, do you want to drink too? They said yes. So I was like, cool. Well, one of them, because obviously I drove there, but I also knew it was like I'm gonna be drinking, so I can't drive back. So we had a D&D, right? They're like, oh, well, drive. Okay, cool. So I'm like, do you want one? Like, no, because I took a medicine. I'm like, cool, no problem. And then I went straight to the bar. I got what did I get? I got the first drink I got was a Don Julio 70 with pineapple juice, and I think I added some Sprite in it. I don't remember. And it had a lemon in it. I think that was my first drink. So I got my drink. I was feeling good, and I was drinking that shit, and I was like sipping on it. At first, I was sipping on it kind of a little bit, but then as more like you keep hearing the DJ, because like where the venue is, it's very much like a theater. Like the best I can describe it is like a theater, right? So you go through that, and then the first time I want to say, yo, get merch. I want to get the merch line, and of course you know I got the merch line. By the way, the merch was fire. I would take this merch comparing the Russ one. I would probably say Russ is better. No. Design-wise, they're even. But this is why I'm saying Russ is better. Material-wise, it is better. Granted, that's Russ, a bigger artist. That's what, like, this is what I mean about, like we love Party, right? And if you're a Party fan, you have other people who are Party fans, they're going to get it. But it's those things, like those little small details where you're like, okay, like I can see how that's like, it's not on the same level. I guess that's the best way to put it. Like there's levels to this, and that's like not the same level. But merch wise, yes. Design for the merch, I think they were just on par. Material wise, yes, Russ is better. So that's why I would give Russ the edge. But I got a shirt, the fucking hat. I want to get Dion a fucking hat. I want to get him a hat, but I don't know what fucking, because they were like fitted. They weren't like the snapbacks. So I was like, damn, I should have got him something, but I kind of felt bad. So I got him. I didn't get anything that. Then I ended up taking. Let me see. We had a black one, but it was a good price. Actually, I was that. Well, once again, artist Parties was cheaper in the prices. So I guess if you want to go for the cheaper stuff, it was like prices wise, and it was that. But obviously the material. But I got a black shirt. We got 2 black shirts. They did have this badass sweatpants, but it had sold out. So I was like, damn, I wanted that one. They did have a sweater. The sweater was badass. It was like all the dates, and the back it was a stripper. I got a shirt. It was obviously for girls. It said "Bad bitches love party," and it was like almost like a crop top shirt. That was fire. I got that. Not for myself, obviously. Don't laugh too hard when I made that joke, because it's not funny. I got a long sleeve. I want to get the white one. I didn't want to get the white one. The white one was fire. It was probably even better than the black one, but the black one matched with the one I got for the girls. So I was like, you know what? I want to match. So, it makes sense. Exactly. So then after the merch, we went to the seats. Seats. Oh my God. So this is why I love this venue. I never been here before, right? I've been telling you guys, right? Never been here before. I always want to go. Cool. Awesome. So this is the thing is, it's a theater. So when you walk in, obviously there's the standing section, and up top is the sitting section. Like there's think of like floor 1 and floor 2. Floor 1, all the crowds in the front, like let's say like in front of like where the party's gonna come out or to, right? It's all standing. Pretty much like any floor to any arena. I think same scenario, right? But before going into that section, they have 2 big ass bars in the outside. That is for anybody, obviously, but that one right there would be more for the people who are in the middle. I'm like, why are you bringing that up? I'm gonna tell you why. So people who are standing in the middle can go to that bar, and it's 2 big ass bars, right? Obviously, the bathroom right next to it. This is why I love this place. Like I legit, like I'm like, dude, anytime if Party ever comes here again, or any small art, like say like a Thames, like I already told Dion, if Thames ever comes to this venue, we're coming again. Like that's how much I love this venue for like how intimate it is, right? So, mind you, the bar, as soon as you walk in, the bar's to the right. To the left is the merch. You maybe walk like 20 to 25 feet, so it's not like a lot of walking. There's 2 big ass bars. To the right is the bathroom for the guys. To the left is the bathroom for the girls. Cool, very convenient. In the middle, like I said, those guys who are all going to go stand over there, if they want to go get a drink, they go to the middle. Cool. I was in that section. I was sitting up top. I was like more in the VIP section. I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm saying that because it's the truth. Cool. Now, in the bottom, they have a big-ass section for everybody. It's called general admission. But then there's like a VIP general admission. It's still on the first floor, and it's to the left, right? You have to go through security. You're more private, but you're not sitting. You're still standing. But in that section, there's a bar, right, to the left. If you're sitting on the right side in the first floor in the VIP section, you're gonna be standing, but there's a bar there. So you don't. So let's say like for instance like, even if you're on the floor, obviously if you're in the middle of the general admission, yes, you will have to leave to go to the bar. But even then, from the bar you can still see it. You just have to probably like leave. The other section where I'm saying it's like more like just standing VIP section on the ground level, floor 1, it's still a bar there. So you could just turn around, go get a bar thing real quick, and it's very close distance, and you just come back and just stand and keep watching. Cool. I was in the top section. Top section there was the tables, right? That's where I was sitting, which is tables of 4. There was good distance between us. Then above that, it was like think of like I don't know how to explain it. It was two rows of like high seated chairs. Think of like when you guys go to like any bar, let's say like a Buffalo Wild Wings or anything, you have like those high chairs, and then there's like a top, a tabletop, and you can like put a drink there. There's no back support. Well, I mean, you just have it from the chair. You have a little bit of back support, but it's like that type of thing. Cool. So where I was sitting was a table too, more private. Then the 2 rows on top of me was like that. It was one long one and one the other one. Cool. But in my section, I didn't have to leave all the way down to go to the bar or even to the VIP other section. In our section, there was a bar. And I'm taking this, it was like 10 feet away. Like I can go to the bar, turn around while she's making a drink, and still like let's say I'm ordering a drink. Let's say I want, which I did. I kept getting. Actually, after that first drink, I still got Don Julio, but I didn't mix it with pineapple juice. I mixed it with the Red Bull, no sugar. I know it's crazy. I know. Don't judge me. But let's say I was ordering a drink and I would turn around and still try to see the concert. I could see Party performing. So like venue wise, I legit fell in love with it. Like any like smaller artists, that's not a diss. I'm trying to say like obviously once they get big enough to go to bigger arenas, and then from arenas to go to stadiums. But I would want like if there's like a little known artist or just like a really intimate crowd, I would want it to be there. And then same thing on the other section. So so I'm on the second floor. On the second floor on the right side, because I was on the left side, same thing. Same setup with the tables, 2 rows of the tabletops, and then there's a bar. So mind you, there's legit in this, like once you're inside the concert, there's 4 bars, right? There's one up top on the left side, one up top on the right side, one on the bottom left VIP, one on the bottom right VIP, right? We're like on the super VIP, floor 2. And then if for the general admission, there's 2 big ass bars, but that one you do have to go outside. But inside, there's already 4. Outside, there's 2 more, so that's 6, right? Very convenient. Fucking loved it. Like, I loved the way everything was set up. It was fucking amazing. And then, and let's say you wanted to smoke. Right now, I don't smoke cigarettes, and some people were smoking weed. Not because I'm saying that or even being assholes, because they just smelled from like around us. They weren't saying anything. But let's say you're on the top floor, you want to get a smoke break, right? Most likely, if it was weed, you could just be there smoking. But if it was cigarette, you don't have to go all the way outside. You would just open the door from the second floor, and obviously it's the same thing on the top floor on the other side. On the right side, we're obviously on the left side. You open the door, you leave it open, you do a little smoke break, and then you come back in. Like, it's like, I'm telling you, I fell in love with like everything about it. Like, I would legit come back. I know they said that. Let me check. I think Sir is from TDE is supposed to be there. And I actually would go. I don't have that many songs from him except for the first album, but still, like, venue wise, I loved it. Now, I'm just telling you the experience of getting there. Mind you, I ain't even started talking about the party thing, because I feel like I want to post what's it called? Actually, should I post it? Should I post it? Hold up. No, I won't post it, but I'm gonna tell you guys like the because I made a playlist off of it. It's very P4. A lot of P4 songs. If you don't like P4, it might be a problem for you. But he does a lot of old songs. Like a lot of old songs. Like, mind you, I'm gonna tell you right now. He performed, this is what he starts off with. Lose My Mind, then Cheers from P4, For Certain, Sorry But I'm Outside, Break from Toronto, Was Good, Curious, Right Now, With You, featuring Drake. Obviously, he only does any song he has a feature on, he only does his verse. He did Not Nice, Loyal, Wednesday Night Interlude. I was surprised he did that. I love the fact that he did that one. Love that song. He does Control, Thirsty, Real Woman, Freaking You, Make It in the Morning, Persian Rug, No Chill, Just Might with the Summer Walker, obviously on just his verse. Members Only with Drake, obviously just his verse. Sex on the Beach, Her Way. He does Work, Rihanna, because you all know party fans, you know he wrote it. He does Recognize. He does Believe It, Resentment, and then he closes it off with Come and See Me. So set list, I love the set list. Like, honestly, I only had maybe I would say options he didn't do I would have wanted. West District. Let me see. West District. Options. Obviously, I love parties. There's so many other songs he could have played. But those two were for sure ones I'm like, damn, I wish he performed those. But other than that, it was a great fucking time. It was a great playlist. He had strippers in the front performing with he calls them Party Angels. It was like 4 or 5 of them. Beautiful women, beautiful vibes. The energy was great. There was no fights. Good to say, because a lot of times we go to concerts, there was no fight. There was no fighting. Great energy. Party was performing the hell out of it. He did have technical difficulties, not because of him, but because his mic, he had to keep switching it off. Once again, not his fault. It was just, well, maybe you could argue. I don't know if that's part of the problem of the artist, like if he didn't sound check before like the concert itself. But the atmosphere was amazing. The lights was great. The fucking live drummer though. Like, the live drummer was going off. Like, it was so badass. Like, I legit loved the way the drummer was going off. What else? Just great, man. And then I kept going back and forth getting drinks. I was gonna get time. Oh, by the way, also, when you're up there, you can also order food. You can order food before the concert starts and even during. Like, if you want like water, if you want some onion rings, like some little appetite, like you can order that while you're at the table. So once again, 10 out of 10. It's one of the best experiences. Obviously, I went who I went with. So we made it even better. We were singing back and forth to each other. I recorded videos. I wouldn't say I got fucked up, because I didn't get fucked up. But you know when you're like, how to explain it? You know when you're buzzed, you know when you're drunk. You know that in between when you're like, okay, if I have like 2 more, I'm end up being drunk. And if I chill it, I'm gonna slowly go back to buzz, slowly then go back to like sober, then so like, you know, like that one. That's where I was. I was more than buzzed, not drunk yet though, and about a good time to the point where like I could walk on my own, but certain things kind of took like a little longer, and I know that because I'm gonna tell you why. Because when the concert was over, they kept calling my name. I couldn't hear it, like not because it was like the loud music. I legit was just like out of it. You know what I'm saying? And once again, like I knew where to go. I was walking by myself, this and that. The funny thing is when they had to go to the girls' bathroom, it was hilarious because they had to go to the girls' bathroom, and like you know when you feel like everything starts to move a lot, like the room is spinning. I legit grabbed my phone and just texted my brother. I was like, I'm gonna text, because that was the only way I felt like it was gonna be like cool to do it. Because I'm like, what the hell's going on here? No, but yeah, so I was like, okay, cool. I was doing this and that, and then I'm like, all right, sounds good. And then after that, we did the whole concert, and then I was hungry. I'm not gonna lie to you. I still want to keep drinking party, but I'm like, no, dude, if you drink another one, because it was, you know, those nights you just like, you're like, this is one of the best nights of my life. That's what that was. It was one of the best nights of my life. Party performed the hell out of the way he did. He sounds as good as the record does. He's amazing. His visuals are on par. The party's angels was the women. I wouldn't call them strippers, but like the aesthetic of that was amazing. He clearly took his time. The show was great. The set list was great. You could tell when someone puts effort into something and the outcome is what it is, then you shouldn't be surprised. And that's what PartyNextDoor was. It was, everything was calculated, everything was done correctly, and for him to do that at the Hollywood in LA, and not even that, he was only supposed to come here once, but there was so many fans that wanted to go, he had to add an extra night. Shout out to Party. It was one of the best nights of my life. I would easily say, if you haven't seen Party, go watch him. If you haven't heard of his music, go listen to it. If you're one of those people that are just concert goers or like feel like going to something, go watch it, because it's one of those experiences you're always gonna remember. And the date today that I'm recording is actually his birthday. So shout out to PartyNextDoor. He's a Cancer. Ironically, I was with the girl that was a Cancer that night. Like, everything just made sense. Cancer with Cancers, you know what I'm saying? Right now was actually, you know what? It was, I think Right Now was actually playing that part with the whole Cancer part. But it was just an amazing night. One of the best nights of my life. Shout out to Party. Great performance. Great fucking, and everyone, like, even like the outfits were fire. Like, outfits were fucking fire, from the women to the men, from the glasses to the shoes. It was like everyone had their own aesthetic, but it was like you could tell everyone was Party fans, but it was still like in their own style, if that makes sense. It was just, shout out to Party fans. Well, once again, man, we're one of those groups, those niche groups, but we're them. That makes sense. We're them. Now, that's just the Party that I would talk about now. But now Party also, I don't know when this shit happened, but it happened recently. It was 6/3. Yeah, 6/30. So this is July. Hold up. This was June 30th. So it's just, yeah, so I think it was maybe like a day after when I went to go see PartyNextDoor. And I was just like, whoa, who the fuck? He was talking shit about other R&B artists. I was like, yo. Let me see. Party. He was talking shit about something. Let me see. Party. Let me see. Okay. Party says. He said, let me see what he said. He used to be wishing. Okay, hold up. He said, let me see. Party, where the fuck are you? Oh, found it. Okay. Party says, I'm finna make these dudes cry. Chris Brown, Bryson Tiller, and Jeremiah, enjoy the nights of your life. Then he tweeted again after. He says, doing videos at 34, that broke bitch. Right? So, and I looked it up. Chris Brown is 34. And then he afterwards said that is the last tweet he put out was, to be clear, I got nothing but love and respect for those guys. Shit happens. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but R&B guys don't fuck around. They'll just swing on people. They're not no bitch shit. Like, they legit will like swing on people. They give two fucks. They're not really like they're just like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So Party said that, and then Chris responded with, let me see. He said, N-word, speak without thinking sometimes. Then call around to my people trying to retract shit, nah, N-word, go on your socials and apologize or keep the same energy when you see me. And once again, this is all from the Party saying, I'm finna make these N-words cry. Bryson, Chris, and Jeremiah, enjoy the nights of your life. Then he was saying it was all love. And when he said, Brandon, when he said the whole all love thing, this was before Chris Brown had put his tweet out. I mean, I don't think there's any beef, but then what the fuck do I know? And I also don't know, like, if there is history between them, you know? I would assume if it's something over a girl, but I mean, once again, I can't really like say yes or no. I just kind of have to go by like me knowing most of the time. I was gonna talk about the same topic, talk about time with black people and women. It's like it's just a thing where you guys were like over women. It just gets like super super crazy. So like I don't know to be exactly, but it's like I can't really give it a. I can give an opinion. I'm pretty sure it has to do with women. I just can't confirm it. That's what I'm trying to say. I Can't confirm it, but obviously that happened over right after the fucking concert too. But speaking of Party and his best mate, Drake was also he made the headlines, but not because he was actually involved in altercation, but because Rick Ross was involved in altercation. How he kept saying how we have sticks and people from Canada aren't about that life, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then he ended up going to Canada, to Vancouver. I don't know what it was for. I think it was for probably like a promotional type of shit. And when he went, apparently he thought it would be funny to play. I don't know if it was Not Like Us. Yeah, Not Like Us at the Drake concert. No, at the Drake like at a Canada thing. And then everyone's like, "Yo, shut the fuck up! Don't play that shit." And he thought it would be funny, like, "Yo, let's play it." And he says, "Turn that shit off." And then it says, remember, so Rick Ross was this DJ and his friends. So it was 3 people. And then they were like, "Yo, yada, yada, yada. Turn that shit off, turn that shit off." One thing led to another, and they had an altercation. And they started swinging the shit out of Rick Ross to the point where they knocked out 2 of his guys. And you saw Rick Ross in another video, the other angle that he was running out the back, all because he thought it'd be funny to play that record at Vancouver. Which then Drake also responded to, because Drake then did this whole Drake went on his Instagram and was saying "Happy Canada Day," and everyone was just laughing in the back, and it was obvious as fuck what he was doing. I'm gonna look it up for you guys because that actually was kind of funny. Vancouver. Let's see. I mean, it's not funny what's happening. I mean, once again, it's just like, fam, like all over a beef and over quote unquote beef. I don't know, and I still don't know what the fuck the beef's about. Like, you guys take this shit way too seriously. Let me see. I will be talking about this next week also, only because let me see. It was something here. Because Rick kept playing. There you go. Drake kept doing it over and over again. He kept putting on his Instagram story. There you go. He said, Drake posted. He says, "Custom design fine rhymes into salary all the way from T Dot to the Van City All Stars." So he was obviously giving Vancouver like their props. Obviously, because where it took place. Then he played this. Watch. Let me see. How do I press this shit?
Happy Canada Day.
This is Drake via his IG live. He posted this.
Like never before. African.
Mind you, he's wearing a Toronto Raptors, which obviously is from Toronto, from Drake from Canada, and then he's singing this song, which is.
And you're the one I adore. Happy Canada Day. See, I'm rapping today. Happy Canada Day to everybody. Cheers, man.
He's smirking and laughing.
Cheers to the whole country.
And by the way, the song he's playing in the background is a song that the artist is based off of Vancouver, so it's obvious what he's saying without saying it. I'm here to break it down for you guys.
Our day today. Sun's out. Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
And he kept posting his friends are all just laughing, smoking, this and that. They're all just laughing their ass about it. Once again, I would argue that this isn't the way to. But then even the Joe Budden podcast had reacted to it because obviously it was a big news thing.
And Not Like Us play.
Mm-hmm. So this is Ice from the Joe Budden podcast.
And gets into an altercation with someone back there. I'm assuming over the music. And then his security got involved and with some beats handed out all the way around the board to his people.
Not Beats by Dre.
No. It wasn't Beats by Dre.
Couple people on the ground.
Yeah, some knockouts.
Couple naps. One was a quick nap, got right back up, but the other one looked like it might have been a long nap.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are online making this, like, they turned it into like a real think piece. Mm-hmm. I definitely don't want to do that.
It is.
I want to just say what the niggas think was going to happen.
Well, I mean, I've been talking about the think pieces before because I'm like, you guys are just like, fam, it's not that serious. Oh, and it shouldn't be that shit, but I'm once again talking about pedophiles and domestic violence. She's going to go left, and you open the door for this, so now once you make a song calling me a pedophile, cool, then all bets are off. Like, I mean, obviously, like, if you're just into music and you say, I don't believe that shit, cool, I get it. You're like, it's just music, right? But let's say you do think it is true and putting things like that out there will, like, affect you, right? That's a very serious accusation. It's not to take lightly. Pedophilia is, that is a deep, deep thing that's not just to be joking around with. So obviously someone's not gonna carry that way. All right, you want to play that way? Cool. Then when I see you, it's on. And the crazy thing is, in all these stories, no one here has ever said that Drake sent these people. Like that's the thing too. Like make it clear. This is just like sports wise. Like I'm a Kansas City fan or an Eagles fan. They talked about Jalen Hurts at a bar. Jalen Hurts doesn't know me, but because I'm such a fan of that person, I'm gonna go put the beats on somebody for saying that. This is the same situation. None of Drake's people were there. This isn't Drake's like posse, Drake's crew. None of that. It was just people who were from Canada said, "Yo, don't pay that shit. That's not cool. We don't fuck with that." You know, yada yada yada. And then he thought it was funny to keep playing it, and then this wouldn't happen.
You think was going to happen when you go to someone else's city? Well, not even city, country.
Yeah.
Beloved, national treasure.
Yeah.
And you go there playing around when you've already just had a beef with this man. What did you think was going to happen? No one was going to say nothing?
Nothing. That's what I think.
And the problem here too is you guys remember. I don't know how it works, but I do remember when Drake went to Meek Mill's Philly to perform back to back. Nothing happened to him. And I'm gonna play a clip from DJ Academic's stream with Wack 100. Wack, who's obviously you guys know, he's from LA. He's like, dude, Drake can still come here if he wants to. Like, he's fine here. Like, I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means Drake has people like that, or people just still respect him. They just think it's like a music thing. But like, he's pretty much saying like, Drake can move around where the fuck he wants to move around. That's not me saying that. That's Wack 100. I'll pay it afterwards. But this is obviously the Joe Budden podcast right now talking about it. And the one who's talking right now is Imani.
I think certain folk think like, this ain't gonna happen to me, nigga. I don't care. Yeah, I could do that. Now what? What y'all gonna do?
Well, we seen what
No,
happened.
we saw
Fuck
it.
around and find out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn, I could tie this right back into the horse and pony show I just talked about, but I won't right now.
Yo, that horse
This
is had this
ties
nigga glued. Yo.
perfectly into the horse and pony show I was just talking about.
Figure it out.
Figure out what he's there.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to be there.
At the festival entirely.
Yep. Why is he there?
You're not wrong.
Why is Rick Ross doing whatever the fuck he was doing right there in that moment?
Because arrogance. It's arrogance. Arrogance, you thinking that you're above everybody. Arrogance, thinking that you're that guy. Arrogance. It's just arrogance. Arrogance all around. It's just there's no other word to put it, no other way to see it. It's just arrogance. That you think like I'm him, nothing's gonna happen to me. I can move where the hell I want to, and that's what happened.
It was probably booked before all the shit, but still.
So what?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Or again, that could be part of the
Nothing
arrogance.
about that venue
I'm going to Canada.
or that booking screamed six-figure booking. Nothing about it.
Oh no, he's getting
From the
6 figures.
stage to the speak. Excuse me.
He getting 6 figures.
I don't know that.
The
I don't know that to be true, and you don't know that to be true.
That nigga came to Newark, and the Newark niggas that booked him, it wasn't
That
even.
has nothing to do with what somebody takes regularly to show up places. I'm not saying he's never gotten 6 figures. I'm saying this particular venue, stage, sound system doesn't scream, I'm getting $150 to be here. Don't tell me all of this big boss. I flew my private jet here. I live in the Coming to America house. Cars show 20,000 here. At some point, the words and actions gotta match up. Happens to the greatest of them. J. Cole looked like he sound. Kendrick looked like he sound. Drake looked like he sound. All these niggas in that look like they sound. Ross shouldn't have been there.
I think it was ego.
It seemed like he was having a decent time being there before.
I was about
that
to say,
happened.
if he didn't play that song, that might not have happened.
Yo,
Because the people looked at the song as disrespect, potentially like, word, that's what you're going to do.
You
here.
shouldn't have played the song. You play stupid games. You win stupid prizes. But even before this happened, I've been seeing a few Ross bookings that's like, dog, what's happening right now?
People need money. Remember what I said that the doors would be closing once the whole Drake thing happened? Drake, if you don't want Drake to be that guy, doors are going to start closing. And maybe the bag you used to be getting wouldn't be the bag you get later. They hadn't even talked about this podcast. I have on this podcast. Y'all, oh, you're just a Drake fan. I said doors would be closing. Drake is that artist, and Drake forced white people to go to hip-hop. That's not a thing anymore. And we'll see how this shit changes, but don't worry about it. We'll get to it.
Some money is okay to say no to.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you need the money, right? I'm talking about that boss shit. When you need the money, you need the money.
Agreed.
If you can say no to it.
He's to determine that.
I get you niggas. I'm the biggest boss that I've seen. I'm mowing my own lawn to not have landscapers. I understand that. I get that DMX was turning down $250 and up for performances, and I get how his peers looked at that. Like, wow, you are crazy. This window only exists for certain. I understand all of that. He shouldn't have fucking been there. That's it. The security tell me he shouldn't have been there.
Yeah. But that's not usually how he even. Yeah.
Nothing about what was on that video said Rick Ross should have been here doing this right now. So cool.
The fact that there's even that many people around.
That can get
You
that
he don't move that way.
Yeah.
You didn't get paid.
Stars don't move that way.
You didn't get paid $1.50, and you are here having a face-off
with 50 people.
With the Vancouver people. That didn't happen. It can't happen if you paid a certain amount.
But
So fine. Let's say you forgot that you made Stay Scheming. Let's say that you just forgot, and you've been walking off to Not Like Us. Hey, play it. I've been irking this nigga. I want to irk him some more. Play it. Somebody in your camp got to know that this is not the place to do that, one. And two, don't hire security if you're going to look to jam them up.
Yeah.
Y'all doing that shit for the optics.
Bro, that was fucked up too. That part, we don't talk about it. If you're getting higher security, you get your ass kicked. Like, I'm not working with you anymore. Like, you just put me in a situation I don't want to be in. The fuck? It was like 50 of them against 3 of them. 2 of them got knocked the fuck out, and Rick Ross ran. Like, I was like, the fuck, I'm not gonna be here.
And it could have been.
Your
And it could have been on the gram.
Your job is.
Let me see. Hold up. This is one more. I keep talking about it. Hold up. Let me see. Can't find the other one. Hold up.
People in the best position to win. Then you got the nerve, Rick Ross, to do videos now, because y'all playing this internet game. Video. I'm on the plane in Vancouver. I had a blast. Hey, it was awesome, man. It's all a clown
internet
show.
is a monster.
It's all a clown show.
That's social media
The
shit.
clip of now, after everyone gets stomped out, you walking out unscathed and untouched with some other people just pissed me off. Like you said, Sam, that's your DJ for how long?
Ever.
If he start riding with, as an artist, that's my man. Now I gotta do something.
As a man.
As a man, right?
Yeah.
But as longtime DJ, you get into a scuffle. Now I gotta do something. And the video, you walking.
Protect yourself. And Rick Sand talked about that shit too. He was like, fam, like, you let people get their ass kicked and just ran after starting some shit.
Out the
walked
back
off.
end. No, nigga, this ain't the time for no humps.
That ain't the time. Oh, no, it's the time for the other
Yeah, something.
Get a nigga in the ear.
Yeah.
Like,
That pissed me off.
That's the other thing. If I hire security and now it's on, nigga, we on.
We on. Yeah, there we go.
I'm not leaving security. We just thumping together. When it's hand-to-hand combat.
I didn't
I
like
ain't
it.
talking, but that's my other problem. You out of town and nobody's armed, just shoot there. Bah! Real quick.
I mean, that could have been an
That could have
intentional.
went crazy though.
Yeah, that could have been intentional. They might have been armed and just chose not to go that route.
Bad decision.
very bad.
Bad decision. Then. Let one go in the air or shoot one of them niggas in their ankles.
Thank God I ain't black. What puta? The way they even talked about this shit, like, who we like them puta, like, come here, mierda. Hold up. Is it another clip I want to play? I think that was it. Let me see. Oh, this is a video. Yeah. No, this is really trying to be funny. But like, no. But then the guys put shout out to Vancouver for chin checking that double chin on Canada Day, and then Drake liked it. Oh my God. This will be still talked about because obviously this is a big moment in hip hop, so it's not like we're not gonna stop talking about it. But like, yeah, damn, like the fact that this, like, Jesus, like, use your words. But then again, I mean, once you cross the line of calling people that, I mean, once again, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, Whack 100 on stream told. Let me see, Whack 100. Can I look up Whack 100? Drake. He said that Drake can go anywhere the fuck he wants in LA. It doesn't matter. Let me see. Cause for peace and number this one. Yeah, here you go.
That picture they took on stage, he's like 10 o'clock squatting down, light-skinned dude. You would spell it. Wacko about 50 years old.
This is Whack 100 on the academic stream.
Very influential dude in comedy from West Side Power Rule, right? Got an impeccable track record. So he is the man, right, that made sure when the songs was going on, he was in between them, right? He's the one that called a dog to wear No More Dish Records. He called that dog. So, yes, if they respect Rocco enough to communicate with him, right, and Kendrick and them respect Rocco and them to let him kind of turn it on and turn it off, of course Drake could come to California and LA and still move around the way he do. Ain't nobody looking to do nothing to Drake. You know, we Kendrick's camp.
See, he just saying like if he comes out, if Kendrick's camp wants to do something to Drake, this thing can happen. But for the most part, like we're good. We're not gonna be doing something to Drake in order to get him like fucked up. That makes sense. Oh my god! But you know, on brighter news, let's go to a little sports. Mejor huele la gran puta. Let's get it, man. God damn, you gotta get out of that. I mean, you guys still want to keep talking about it? It's cool. I mean, should we? Fuck, man. So much fighting over here. God damn. There's a little sports. Let me see. Here we go. Yeah. Know what time it is? One more time. Yeah. Oh, I should just finish. All right. Obviously, octavos de final, round of 16 happened, and you already know what the fuck we're going to get into. Some upsets, some non-upsets. I mean, I think the first game was obviously a great game to start off with because most people thought it was going to be an up. I mean, I had Italy, so I can't really talk too much shit, but I wasn't surprised that Suiza won. Overall, and Suiza should have played better. Like, I have right here my, lo voy a llamar los bloc de notas. In the first 10 minutes, Switzerland had 76% possession. Italy had 24. Within the 23rd minute, it was the first occasion for Suiza clear chances, and it was already 85% possession for Switzerland and 15 for Italy. At the 36th minute was the goal, and the second occasion that Suiza had made. On the 45th minute was the third occasion. So within the first half, Suiza was already on occasions was beating Italy 3-0. 3-0. I'm talking about occasions. What I mean about occasions means like clear chances for scoring goals, right? Cool. Italy, I'm like, maybe the first 10 minutes you saw maybe like a little bit of Italy's life, but then it just was not there. By the 46th minute and the beginning of the second half was just pretty much to tell what the first half was. It was like arguably the best goal of the round of 16 up until another goal. And it was un golazo. He goes to the left side, cuts in, throws to the right, throws it twice, boom, goal. Then after that, I wrote down here, Italy's first chance at a goal was the 52nd minute of the whole game, and that was a ball that it was, I don't know if it was ricocheted, or a guy slid, and when it slid, it went in a weird angle and it hit the post. That was the first chance. Then their first actual chance for Italy was the 74th minute. And after that, Switzerland was just playing keep possession to keep the ball. So Switzerland won 2-0, and they passed. So I was like, all right, already got an upset. I'm already happy. This is how the fuck we're doing it, right? Then that same night, because remember, one plays at 9, one plays at 12. Then we got Germany-Denmark. This, you could argue, was the best game of the round of 16s up until probably either the one or two. Right off the bat, Germany is not letting Denmark breathe. Within the first 2 seconds, high pressure. Denmark cannot get the ball out. They're pressuring him high, keep taking the ball away. They get a corner. They get a corner, and then at the 3rd minute, it was a goal. Then they call it back because, I thought it was because of overturned because of an offside, but they keep trying the replay because it was Kimmich supposedly had fouled somebody, and I don't call that shit as a foul. I thought it was because Gundogan was in front of the goalie, and Gundogan was offside, and he was distracting the goalie. So I would argue that was that should have been overturned. Not because of the reason of the foul, because I don't think it was a foul. But in 25 minutes, it was a back and forth. So I'm like, okay, Denmark might have actually a chance, right? Cool. 36th minute, Germany has a chance. 44th minute, Denmark has a chance. 48th minute, sorry, that was the last one of the, sorry, let me pause right there. That was the first half. So it was a back and forth. Overall, I had Germany being better, but it was, okay, occasions going back and forth. 48th minute, this is what really I feel bad for Denmark. Denmark scores. They're barely called offside, so the VAR checks it and goes from 1-0 to 0-0, right? That was the 48th minute. At the 50th minute, there's a handball. The VAR goes, checks it. It's a fucking penalty. So at the 52 minute, Germany scored. Now they're up 1-0. So mind you, within 4 minutes, Germany went out from being up 1-0 to now being down 1-0 because of the VAR. They took away a goal because of the VAR, and they gave up a penalty shot because of the VAR. Now, after that, it was like after that first goal, for the rest of the game, from the 52 minute to the 90th minute, it was all Germany. All Germany, and it was like, maybe like sporadically, Germany had like 2 chances. I have here at the 65th minute, ironically right before the second goal. But I'm telling you, like, Germany was missing, like, okay, like I always say, like, clear chances, I write them down, right, on my little notes. But this was like clear, to the point where, like, if Denmark would have tied the game, you'd be like, yo, Germany, you're going to literally regret all these misses you're doing right now, because that's how bad it was. But then Musiala put the shit away and was like, no, we're going to do, make this shit 2-0. And granted, going by the ref, honestly, you got kind of fucked over Germany, because there was another penalty when one of them where Havertz has a badass control that you probably should have had, but he ended up like not having it. So now Germany passes. So now for the first 2 games, I have Suiza passed, Germany passed. And so far, what I told you guys, Germany and Spain are the best 2 teams that I've been playing so far. And I also told you, if they end up meeting, if Spain wins this next game, then then Germany and Spain would be the next quartos de final or quarterfinals, and I'm like, that would be easily the best game to watch. So mind you, I'm already wanting Spain to win, because I feel like that'll be the best game possible. Within the first 15 minutes of that game, of the Spain and Georgia, 15 minutes, Spain had created at least 3 to 4 chances. And I'm like, all right, cool. It looks like Spain's gonna win it. And what happens 2 minutes after those 3-4 chances? A fucking autogol, which was the baddest play from Georgia. Great build-up. They end up going 1-0. But you know one of those games where the team, like, even though they score, you still feel like the other team's going to end up, like, winning the game? That's what this was. So Georgia goes up, but even then I was like, nah, no way in hell Spain goes up. In the 37th minute, they have another chance for Spain. 38 minutes, Rodi makes the goal. Once again, just how I talked about the Germany offside thing, to me, when Rodi shoots the ball, there's no influence. But before he shoots the ball, the goalie has to take 2 steps to the right to be able to see Rodi and then move, because Morata's in his way. So you could argue he did influence the goal, and that would have been. Then 45 minutes goes up to the halftime. It's been one-sided. Other than that one chance that Georgia had done, it was just Spain being dominant. 52-minute goal, right? And then that was Yamal to assist to Laporte, which was 52 minutes. Then 62 minutes after that was a clear chance missed. Right now we're already at 2-0. Then Nico Williams decides to make un golazo. Maybe I already told you guys he might be player of the tournament. For me, it's Kroos for Germany, Gembako for Holanda, for Spain to be Nico, and then overall who else? I had De Bruyne for Belgium, which I argue he was the best, but then we'll talk about that game afterwards. So now it's 3-1. And then at the end of it, Olmo scores at the 83rd minute, the 4th one. And I think maybe Georgia had one more chance, but totally like 2 shots on target. So Spain was dominant. They won the game 4-1, and now we got Germany versus Spain, which that is the game to fucking watch. That is the game I want you guys to watch if you've never seen soccer before. That was day 2. Oh, no. That was this is day 2. Belgium-France was the last day of day 2. Actually, was it? No, it wasn't. What was day 2? It was Spain, Georgia. Oh, it was England. England versus Slovenia. England played like shit 90 a minute. Like I you know when I'm writing down like the chances, I didn't have to write anything down for England. Like that's how bad it was. And I'm like, oh, they're gonna lose. I'm like, England's gonna fuck up, and they're playing like shit, and they're gonna lose. Then the goal of the tournament for sure the round of 16 was Bellingham. He saves her ass with the badass chilena with the bicycle kick. He ends up scoring, puts them up 1-1 at the 90th. I think it was like 5 minutes extra. It was like 94th minute. So they do that, they score, and they go to extra time, and then you see England finally like start playing better, and then they go up 2-1. And they create more chances, but I'm like, England, I told you before, England's a team that has super been disappointing so far. Obviously, at the end of the day, they still got to the other side right now. They're still alive. And we'll see if this win or this spark of almost being out gives them a spark right now. but because they're technically on the bracket, they're playing. So right now, so far, we have England, Switzerland, which was the one that beat Italy, and we have Germany, Spain. So, and if the way that England's playing right now, I wouldn't be surprised if Switzerland beats them. But we'll get to that later. We do the matches for those. Then it was the next day. It was Belgium, France. This was the most like disappointing game in the sense of like of chances. One, they played the first red flag here. They played De Bruyne, arguably the best player of the tournament, as a fucking 5. Lo jugaron de 5, and he the whole time was just defending the whole time. And the only few times you saw them like have spurts of the chances was when he was able to come up and be the second line of pressure, and he was able to put balls and chances for the forwards. I wrote it here. 20 minutes, France has the ball, no clear chances from both teams. Referee was pissing me off. The referee was showing not red cards. Yellows up the ass in the first half to the point where I know for a fact he had a conversation with someone had a conversation with him. Like, the referee kept showing yellow cards. I know someone talked to him. They had to, because they're like, dude, you need to stop. Because the second half, he took nothing out. Like, Tukachemi, he got a yellow. I don't think he's going to miss the next game. Rabiot is going to miss the next game. The only thing that's fine because they're going to have Camavinga playing for him. Let me see then. Finally, at the 34th minute, France does have a chance. It was a header by Thuram. He misses it. At the 40th minute, he had another chance, and that was it. So, overall, in the first half, it was 2 chances for France, none for Belgium. And then it was the halftime. 48 minute, another chance. 58 minute. It was like sporadically. It was just a lot of touching the ball like in the middle, but there was no like clear like chances back and forth. 58 was another chance for Thuram. I'm like, dude, he's gonna regret this if he keeps missing. The thing was when Belgium had like 4 clear chances, but they weren't like consistent. It was very sporadically. And then France had the ball a lot more, but they weren't doing anything with it. And then 60 minute was the one that Hernandez like slid and did like a badass fucking save. Cause like, damn, if he wouldn't have done that, he would have fucked it up. Not fucked it up, but Belgium would have scored. Once again, passed by De Bruyne. Passed by De Bruyne. And then 70. Hold up, 70. Can you hear? What the hell? Pause. Sorry, that was weird. So then, yeah. And then Belgium. Hold on. Yeah, so then Hernandez really slides. If not, that would have been the 1-0 for Belgium. Then Lukaku has a legit chance at the 70th minute. And then that was the last time you saw Belgium. Maybe at the end, obviously, once they went down, because at the 84th minute, France scores to go off a deflection. Mind you, there's a stat right now that France has now made one goal on through like a play, like a collective play. It has been a penalty, 2 autogols, which is own goals, and then it was 1 penalty, 2 own goals, and that's it. They only score like 3 goals. Like you don't score on them, but they also can't score on you, right? So then France ended up being Belgium. Overall game was like It was like an okay. It was the definition of an okay game, like okay game. That's what it was, right? Then we got Portugal. Portugal, I know you guys been talking shit. Oh, I've been talking shit because I'm like, yo, this team is just depending on Ronaldo. You always say no. You're just saying that because it's they have great talent and yada yada yada. I'm like, okay, cool. You guys keep saying that, but I don't see it on it, right? This is the last game of the third night. Portugal starts playing good. I'm like, oh shit, they're actually making me be quiet because I'm like, oh shit, like. They're actually not playing bad, yada, yada, yada. It was only the first 20 minutes, though. The first 20 minutes, it was a lot of chances from Portugal to the point where Bernardo Silva, who never plays good, was playing good. Leao was playing good. But then slowly they just started to fizzle out. And at one point, before in the first half, I was like, yo, if they don't like legit start to get their shit together, they're going to end up losing this game. Or if not, they're going to go to extra time. And what happened here was obviously touching the ball. Like the first half, yes, I think I had like 3-4 chances. Ronaldo missed one with the header. Then there was no with Leao. If he would have got there, he would have gotten it. So they were playing better, but then they slowly started to fizzle out. Like Portugal at best in 4 games has given you the best, like just 25 minutes, which was game against Slovenia in the octavos, which was the best version of soccer. Was 25 minutes. That's all they gave you so far, right? 47. I'm sorry. At the 50, at the end of the first half, though, Paulinho makes which I think was the best player of the whole game. Hits the post, it goes out. Then Slovenia starts to play by the second half, and they start creating chances. And chances. And then at the 88th minute, Ronaldo has one last chance, but he misses it. Oblak blocks it. Extra time now, right? Game has been boring, by the way. 0-0. Not too many chances. Other than the first 20 minutes where Portugal was playing better, actually creating chances. That was it. We go to extra time. Extra time, at the 104th minute, there's a penalty. You could argue it wasn't a penalty or not because I think if it was more, I thought it was more like Jota went to go crash into the defender, and the defender blocking him and fouling him, if that makes sense. But if you watch the play, you kind of know what I'm saying. I feel like Jota runs into the defender, not the other way around. And then Oblak blocks it. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. And I even said it before because I was talking to my brother. I'm like, yo, Oblak is good at penalties. And the thing is, Ronaldo did not shoot it bad. That's the crazy thing. Right? Ronaldo did not shoot it bad. That's the thing. Like, it's one thing when they shoot it back, like, dang, you should have that penalty. No, he shot it good, but they still just, like, he blocked it. And then he started crying. And I'm like, damn. One, I felt bad, but two, I'm like, dude, that fool, like, he really loves, like, the sport because even though the game wasn't over and it was still 0-0, like, you could tell, like, it really hurt him the fact that he had missed the penalty. And you saw him, like, visibly crying. Actually, once again, go to my Twitter. I'd be posting about the goals, things like that, scenes like that when people were crying, things like that. It's and obviously, I think the thing was when he saw the mom up top crying, I think that's what got to him because you could tell he looks up, he sees the mom crying, and then that's when he started crying. But then I'm like, well, and I got penalties. And I'm like, penalties is never what you want to do because it's very 50-50. But, and they end up shooting first. And everyone knows the stat, if you shoot first, you end up winning more penalty shootouts. So now Slovenia starts to shoot penalties first. They go up, and then the best player. Oh, I got to tell you. Diego Costa was already like MVP before the penalties because Pepe, who looks slow as fuck and like needs to retire, fucks up in a pass. And I think it's obviously 120 minutes of extra, like a total of extra time. It was 118 minutes. He legit goes one-on-one with the keeper, and Diego Costa blocks it. Like Portugal legit could have been out, and he saved their ass, right? Cool. So that happens. Then the first thing that happens when the Slovenian guy goes up to shoot the first penalty, he blocks it. And I'm like, wow, that guy's just became like MVP of the game. Then Ronaldo goes up to shoot it, and he had shot it when he missed it to the right of the goalie. This time he's like, fuck that, I'm shooting it to he's shooting it to the left side, which is the goalie's right. And it was like, it had to be it was the definition of a perfect penalty because if Ronaldo shoots a little bit more to the right, he would have blocked it. Then the second guy goes up for Slovenia to go shoot the penalty. Diego Costa blocks it again. Then Bruno Fernandes goes up for Portugal. He jukes the shit out of Oblak, makes him look like bad, scores it. Then the third guy for Slovenia goes up, and guess what Diego Costa does again? Blocks it. He's the first goalie ever in history of the Euro to block 3 penalties in a penalty shootout in the Euros. And then Bernardo Silva was the last one to shoot it because obviously if they would have scored, then obviously it would have gone 3-0, and there's no way in hell they can go. Bernardo Silva goes up, shoots it, scores it, and then Portugal passes. I feel like the penalties in the extra time was more emotional than the actual game because the game was not good at all. And then they pass. So now we have Portugal versus France, Spain versus Germany, and England versus Switzerland. And that leads to the last final games, 2 games of the octavos, which is Holanda, Romania, which is Holland and Romania, and Austria and Turkey. In the beginning, it starts off like a really, really good game. It was probably like the best. It was like I said that the Switzerland and the Germany and the Denmark were probably the best game, but this one, like the first 20 to 25 minutes was like the best game because it was a constant back and forth to the point where I thought Romania was going to score for us. Like that's how good it was. After the Holanda did score though, it was definitely more like 70%. I would say 70% dominant side from Holland, and then like 30% like chances for Romania. But it was way more dominant from Holanda than it was from Romania. So the first 20 minutes, like look, minute 10, chance for Holland. Minute 18, chance for Romania. Minute 16, also chance for France. And then minute 19, build up from the back. They cut through the mind to the middle. Turtulesa to Gembako, who you could argue is the best player of the tournament so far. Cuts in, shoots in the first post. Goalie can't get there. 1-0. Then 26th minute, another chance for them. And then I even put it here, Holanda has been dominant the last 8 to 10 minutes after the goal. 31, saves it 2-0. 44, chance for Holanda. And I even put here from minute 20 to 45, Holanda has been dominant. Minute 50, this is the first half. Now this is the second half now. 54th minute, clear chance for Depay. 58th minute, a header that hits the post for Holanda. 60th minute, Gembako does like from his side of the field. He takes it all the way to the other side. Almost scores a badass goal. I'm like, dude, the second one's coming. I said that at the 60th minute. 63rd minute, guess what happens? Goal, but offside. Gembako scores it, but it's offside. 72 minute, another chance for Holland. I'm saying, like, after this, like, I really wasn't writing anything down for for reminding. It was just like Holanda on their ass. 82-minute goal. Mbako scores. I'm all right, 2-0. That's it. And then just in case, and it was a badass play. Sorry, he didn't score that goal. Mbako didn't score the goal. But he did a badass play on the ball's going to go out. He keeps fighting for it, touches it one last second, like with his outside foot, passes it back. Guy just taps it in, 2-0, right? Then, para terminar, like at the 94th minute, the game's over. He goes back, boom, 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 passes it to the guy. Madden goes in, takes it on, jukes the guy, makes it 3-0. Dominant performance from Holanda. Mind you, remember that Holanda's on the bracket side of who's the bracket side of? Oh, of England, and that's it. So if semis would be Holanda or Holland versus England if they pass the quarters, that would be the semis. And right now I do have Holland passing. Then the last game, but definitely because this was a great game also, was Austria-Turkey. Right up, like not even a minute. I think it was like 40 seconds. First goal, Turkey scores the goal. Then minute 10, Austria was playing better, but Turkey was having more chances. Minute 30, no clear chances from either side. Then all the goals come from set pieces. They scored. Austria then scores. And then for the last 10 minutes of the game, it was just Austria on their ass, obviously, because they were losing 2-1. And you probably have the save of the tournament. On the last fucking play of the 94th minute, he headers it. And you know, everyone knows for a goalie, it's harder now when you directly hit it. But when you hit the ground first purposely as a forward, and then it bounces up because you can't really predict when it's going to bounce and when it's going to go up, he blocks it. And 2-1, that's the last play. And you know when it was one of those games where it's been a back and forth and you're just tired emotionally and just everything? Because after all that shit happened, you know what happened? As soon as the referee blew the whistle, all of the Turkey players dropped to the floor. All of them. Not one, not two, not three. All of them dropped to the floor. They were just exhausted. Like that's literally how it was. And now we have, how's the bracket going? Now we have on Friday on Friday. It is Friday. On Friday we got at 9. Oh boy, once again, I'm in California, remember that. At 9 a.m. we got Spain, Germany, which I think is easily the best game of the tournament so far. Will be the biggest game of the tournament and will be the best game of the quartos. And probably just the knockout stages in general. Then at 12 we got Portugal, France. We got England, Switzerland. We got Netherlands, Turkey. But this is Saturday, sorry. Then Saturday we got England at 9 a.m. versus Switzerland. And at 12, Netherlands versus Turkey. Now, you want my predictions? Let's go in order. Spain, Germany at 9, I got Germany. Portugal, France at 12, I got France. England, Switzerland, I got England, even though I wouldn't be surprised if Switzerland kicks their ass. And Holland versus Turkey, I got Holland. So right now, in my semis, I would have England versus Holanda or Holland, Netherlands. And I have Germany versus France. That would be my 4. And that would be played Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay, let me see that. But yeah. That is your Euro motherfucking analysis. Let me see. Yeah. But no, man, overall great games. I'm gonna keep doing this when I break it down. Especially I'll get more details because the next one just 4 games. Obviously this was 8 games, so I don't like really write shit down, but I'm gonna get into it even more details the next 4 games. And yeah, just keep building. But yeah, man, this shit was crazy, bro. Crazy. What's next? Oh yeah, our final topic. Y'all remember I told you guys I was gonna review 2 episodes back to back, not just one. And y'all also know that, y'all know. You know I don't play around with this franchise. This franchise brought back a franchise that was dead. If you guys don't know what the hell that is, I will be playing it right now very quickly. Do not worry about it. I got you. Yep. We're talking about episodes 2 and 3. So spoilers ahead. Spoilers. We're going to be talking about maybe episode 2 now, but I will be talking about episode 3. Sorry for doing 2 episodes in one podcast. For now on, I'll be doing 1 episode each one. I can't believe next week is already going to be halfway through the season. I'm so sad. So obviously, episode 1 ended with the killing of Aegon's son. And the second episode just starts off with that. There's chaos in King's Landing. Everyone's accusing everybody. They don't know who it was. Everyone thinks it's the Targaryens, so like Rhaenyra's side. And obviously they're going back and forth. No, it was them. Who the fuck else could it be? And they're going back and forth. And everyone's looking back like, but the problem is, it already built up the tension between what's his name, Daemon and Rhaenyra, because she's like, dude, you're fucking me over for my claim to the throne, because if that's true, people will be like, yo, that's the most fucked up shit to do, kill somebody's kid like that, right? Not even like in a war type of thing. It's just, it was deceitful, and it's not king worthy or queen worthy. And obviously, when they go tell her the news that the kid got killed, she's like, what the fuck? She's like, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. And then she looks over at Daemon. Daemon gives him a look. And they get into an argument. The argument gets so bad that she accuses him of like, oh, I can't trust you. Like, I can't have you around. You're always doing up to something that I didn't ask you to do. And you're always doing some crazy shit, so I can't have you around. So then that ends up Daemon being like, fuck it, then I'm out of here. I'm going to Harrenhal. Harrenhal is obviously a crucial point to this war, because Harrenhal and the Riverlands will be pretty much like the deciding factor who will win the war. And the fact that Daemon went there, but the thing is, Daemon now is telling people from Harrenhal to call him your grace. Why that is specific is because someone calls you your grace, that means you believe you're king. So we'll see. Obviously, I still believe that he's going to be on Rhaenyra's side, but he wouldn't mind seeing Rhaenyra suffer a little bit before he goes on her side. Cool. So that's happening, right? Then you have the whole aspect of brother versus brother, which Sir Eric, which I told you guys about the twins. The twins have a whole moment where they start fighting back and forth to the point where they want to actually end up doing something for their own other side and then trying to kill each other. They end up fighting in front of Rhaenyra. They kill each other. And at the last second, Sir Eric sacrifices himself because he feels like, I'm sorry for not being able to protect you, yada, yada, killed himself. That's going on. So legit, the visual brother versus brother is happening, right? Cool. All that shit's going on. While all that shit's going on, Rhaenyra is still like, yo, I don't want to start the war. Even though the war has already started, right? With Aemon. Aemon clearly is carrying a heavy load, because even though he's saying that he killed Lucerys, he's still carrying like the burden of like, he's still carrying the burden of what's it called? Like of the, how do I explain it? He's still carrying the burden of the lie, I guess you want to say. So he's over here fucking horse, right? Aegon is kind of going crazy. He doesn't listen to anybody. Otto, who used to be the right hand of the king, he gets thrown off the king. Like, it's chaos up the ass. Like, this is a war where like clearly it's more chaotic and no one even knows the real reason why. It just keeps happening, if that makes sense. And it's just a little snowball effect, and one thing after another, one thing that keeps going, and you never know what the hell is ever gonna stop. Otto then starts talking shit like, oh, well, Aegon, you never knew what a king was. And if you only knew that you have no stability because you have Christian Cole. Christian Cole's going this whole thing because he doesn't think he's worthy. It's so chaotic with the characters. Like, Otto at one point, he was being deceitful and wanted Aegon to be the head of the king, right? Because he didn't believe in Rhaenyra being head of the king. It shouldn't be that way. Now he's regretting his decisions. Cole is the person who's fucking around in this. He's getting his decision. Aegon's going crazy, his decisions. Aemon's doing his crazy shit, who wants war but doesn't really know how to carry it. And obviously their kids, his decision. Like, everyone's just going through some crazy shit, and yet you expect a war to come out of this, right? On the other side, Daemon doesn't give a fuck. He's doing what he wants to do. The one that's kind of level-headed is Rhaenys and Rhaenyra, right? Which Rhaenyra's like, yo, I don't want to have this war. I don't want to have this war. I don't want to have this war, because it's like, it's going to go crazy. She then has to now send her kids away and get protected, and sends not Viserys. Is it Viserys, her son? The second son, no. Joffrey? No, what the hell is it? Jay? Her second son, she has to take his wife to go protect the kids, and she gives him a dragon, and she's like, oh my God, thank you for such an honor to go take over that. Like, it's so chaotic that you don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Mind you, the way, like, obviously, the way episode 3 ended, once again, spoilers, now you know how it's going to go. From now on, it's going to be straight war. But it's like, it's been that the first 3 episodes to me have been like, okay, the first season, last episode ended in the sense of like, oh, what's going to happen? The first 3 is like, almost like, are we going to do this? Are we not going to do this? Are we going to do this? Even though we're saying are we going to do this or not, there's been so many things already happening. Because episode 3 opens up with a badass, like, I love the way it pretty much symbolizes how this war has been turning so far, if that makes sense. Like, let me see. Let me see, I wrote it here. Because the opening scene for the third one it's the Bracken and the Blackwoods who obviously have always had this long feud with each other. They've always never liked each other. Their families have always been going back and forth. And one says, "Well, I'm on Rhaenyra's side," and the other one says, "Well, I'm on Aegon's side." And then they use that excuse to fight each other, and it has a badass. This is why I love Game of Thrones, or just like HBO in general, like the money put behind it. They put this badass shot after they're arguing with each other, and he throws an insult, right? The Black Burns versus the is it Black Burns or is it it's Blackwater. Sorry, Bracken and the Blackwoods. They're going back and forth, and he says, "What did you say about me?" And he pretends like he's gonna take off his sword. It goes fades to black, cuts back in, and the next shot is just like a close up of like a dead body. Then it starts to zoom out. And when it zooms out, you see the fucking sword like in his neck from the town. Like it's almost like a stamp. Think of like the stone, King Arthur in the stone, where like the sword's like that, but instead of the stone, it's someone's head, and it's going through his neck. Keeps moving back the shot, slowly going back for a more panoramic shot, back and back. You see bodies all dead, and then you keep going back, and there's just a swarm of bodies everywhere. A big lake in the middle, a lighthouse. Oh, sorry, actually a lighthouse. The fuck was back in the day, like a windmill type of thing. That's just burning. It's just a beautiful shot. And that is the best way you can describe what the first 3 episodes was. Maybe the war hasn't officially started, but all around the war's already begun, which leads to the last conversation that Alicent and Rhaenyra have, where Rhaenyra and Rhaenys has like, "Yo, before we go down this," which I remember I told you guys that was my favorite from the trailer, was like, there's nothing more bloodier than two families going back and forth, and there's nothing more of a bigger fight than dragons going at it. So she gives her advice like, "Yo, if there's any last way you guys don't have this war, try to have it, because this is gonna go off the fucking rails." And she dresses up as a nun, as a church goer, Rhaenyra, and she goes to Alicent. She's praying. They have a long conversation, and right there pretty much summarizes why this war was what it was, and why sometimes people just cannot have a conversation. That's even a bigger conversation of like just life in general. Like people can't just have a conversation with one another. They can't just have a direct conversation, so they always leave things for interpretation. And they're going back and forth, and she's like, "No, your father would love me, and he told me that Aegon had to be." And then Rhaenyra was like, "That's impossible. You were there when he said it. I was in the last moment," back and forth. And then she drops the bomb where she says, he mentioned Aegon, and Aegon was the promised child. And as soon as she says that, Rhaenyra was crying because she thinks, "Damn, maybe because you could tell the great acting of Rhaenyra. You thought, oh damn, maybe my dad didn't want me to be the heir to the Iron Throne." But as soon as she says that, she's like, wait, hold up. What did you say? She's like, "What? What did you just say? You said Aegon the promise?" Like, "Yes." He's like, and then she says, "Did you remember the first season? The dad was obsessed with the Song of Ice and Fire, and how the Targaryen was the person who's going to bring all the realms together, right?" In the last moments, that's what she says. But obviously, Aegon is obviously Alicent's son's name, but he was talking about Aegon the Conqueror, not Aegon her son. And then Rhaenyra tells Alicent, "Did he ever talk to you about the Song of Ice and Fire?" He's like, "No." And he's like, and then she says, "Well, this is about Aegon the Conqueror." And then you can tell Alicent was like, "Damn, the Conqueror." And she kind of stutters on the she's like, "The Conqueror?" So then she knows that she wouldn't be lying, and they both know. And there's almost that glimmer of hope, like, damn, that communication, y'all both know what you're talking about. And even then you can tell Alicent was probably like, you know what, then maybe she should be the queen. But when Rhaenyra tells her, "Look, this is the last chance for us. We're going to be able to do this, kind of just not have this war," she's like, the war's already begun. Otto, which is her father's, not the king of the hand, he's out. Christian Gold's already on the way to go get some army to go kick your ass to the Riverlands. I can't control Aegon because he's going off the roads after his kid has been killed, and he's been drinking a lot. And Aemon, he's like, "Well, you know who Aemon is, right? He's looking for a reason to just hurt people." And then she's like, "Don't do this." He's like, "I'm sorry, the war's already begun." And then she walks away. And then there's a beautiful shot of the upscale. You see Alicent walking away, and you see like only like the footsteps, the shadows, it goes black. Then it goes back to where what's it called? Where Rhaenyra is. It's just a closer shot with the candles and her just praying with the thing. And then she kind of looks like to the camera but offside, and then it goes fade black. Pretty much then you know that this is it. Like this is the last straw. The first 3 episodes were us going back and forth. Now this is it. We're in the war now. There's no more going back. Now obviously we have episode 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 5 episodes left of the second season. I'm sorry about not doing 2 episodes. I know kind of like whatever, but next episode, and every next podcast will be 1 episode per episode. But yeah, I'm super excited. I can't wait to see what the fuck's going on because they still haven't getting like, no one's died yet. Other than obviously the child that's seen the first episode. It's been 3 episodes, but obviously people have been dying, but there's no war yet. And I believe the first episode, like the first war episode, would be that one. Let me see. The Burning Man. Hold on, 'cause I don't want to. Yeah, because I know there was like they give titles, but I don't know the title. There's one that's called like the Battle of the Dragons, and I legit do not want to know which one that is. But super excited to keep talking about that, you guys. Once again, welcome back to episode 30 of the Johnny Ventura Show. I'm glad you guys could be here with me. Thank you for coming along. Once again, happy 4th of July. I will be dropping this episode on 4th of July so you guys can hear this while you guys have fun. On the 4th of July, you could probably be playing it, putting some fireworks, having a good time, play this shit in the background because, we're out for the vibes. And most importantly, love you guys. And once again, the visuals will be up by episode 50. And like as Drake always says, if you guys are smoking tonight, smoke some more. You guys are drinking tonight, drink tonight. And most importantly, you guys are fucking tonight for the holidays, we'll fuck some more. Thank you for being here. I'm out. Peace.